Hello everyone, it's me, Mix23, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XIII Randomizer. So sit back and enjoy. Oh guys, look at Haupe there in the background, isn't he a good boy? Anyways, our current undertaking is Chapter 4. We're currently on our route to Odin, which will kind of conclude the chapter, but not very much. Currently we're stuck with Haupe and Lightning, but the good thing is, compared to last episode, we did get some nice, or compared to the start of last episode, we did get some cool new abilities, especially Firaga, and Haupe also got some new tricks up his sleeve. So that makes fights kinda easy at the moment. Also that one guy just disappeared, the Myrmidon. Actually no, it's just a Psychon dude now. Are those Myrmidons piloted by Psychon soldiers, or are they just autonomous machinery? I think the latter. But if not, then that guy just did leave his mech and decided to fight mano a mano. Also, I think he is a casualty of me spamming Firaga. Yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, those two actually make a good team so far. Anyways, we continue here on our pathway, on our hallway. Also, something spotted me.
Here. Which way do we go?
Something spotted me here, but I'm not sure what it is. Is it the enemy all the way up here? Might actually be the case. Whoosh. You're going for me and you're also gonna get me. Yep. But that's nothing a little Firaga cannot fix. Nah, yeah, okay. Myrmidon and Ulan are different kind of, I don't know, soldiers of some kind of empire, I think. Don't ask me which one, but they are. At least they are names for certain groups of warriors. Ulan you might know from Final Fantasy XII. Ulan is a job that uses spears primarily. Myrmidon might be familiar if you played Fire Emblem, sword users. And that's where I draw the fact from that they are some kind of term for warriors. Okay, we need some additional barrages here of Firaga. But luckily we have auto haste. We did also get a lot of cool equipment last time, which we could have gotten earlier since those were available in the shops. But they certainly help. Better later than never, right? Okay, it's enough. Close one. Also, I think Barfire in conjunction with Firaga doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna switch back to the Lionheart. Has the cooler name and looks cooler anyways, so it's the right weapon, if you ask me. Or Tetradic Tiara, but we have randomized abilities on the equipment, so that might not be too good. Never mind. Wow, plus 1166 HP. That's even better than the roadside bangle, right? Normally has. Wow, that's actually incredible. Yeah. If you do this, you're practically invincible for what's to come. I'm gonna assume that this treasure chest then was considered a very high value treasure chest, but the enemies are not very strong. Does Haupe do... yeah. But then Haupe also needs to be the leader. Might actually be better on Lightning, depends on the situation actually. We can just walk off from here and we can get the camera glitched a little bit. Also one impression I got, can you just jump up from here? You can. You're actually more sporty than you give yourself credit for. But yeah, one thing I also did last time was, prior to recording, I did lower the shadow resolution. And my impression is that it's actually better right now, better looking. I actually might still want to lead with lightning, because then I can spam Firaga, which is something she might not do when she is AI controlled. Once again, AI ruin everything. Polymer emulsion, okay. So something plasticky, I think. Aldebarans. Yeah, something for Cess. Next time when he is with the party leader. We can go here, and we can also fight the enemies. I think I take the latter option. Also, yeah, we do this. Because Firaga spam is something I like more. Okay, and bam. Okay, that Psychom officer will not be able to last. Nope. Oh, since Hope is also a sentinel, that's very, very good actually, to have that much HP on him. One problem I see with the Tiara is that it can only be upgraded once, unless the randomizer also changes the amounts of times you can upgrade a given accessory or equipment. But I think that's not included with the randomizer. Okay, and stagger. Bam.
You're going down.
Spamming the gas spells in this game is something that's very satisfying.
Take this.
You get the special camera angle and also the cool effect, and usually it also lifts up the enemies. So that's pretty cool. Deals heavy damage as well. Very satisfying indeed. Very satisfying. Okay, anything here? I don't hear treasure chests. Nope, those were just some bonus enemies then. Okay, Odin time, guys. Doesn't Odin normally focus Hope? Isn't that what he does? Because he wants to direct Lightning's anger at him or so. If that's the case, then we're actually fine. If not, we need to be a little more elaborate on this. But I think we just try it like this. Okay, Odin, normally a very tough encounter. But so far, bosses have been very easy compared to the normal enemies we fought. Of course, you get the Doom. Do I want to spam Firaga here, or do I want to do something else? I think Firaga seems to be very good. They give me one more. I think he does want to focus. Yeah, I also need to heal.
Follow my lead.
Okay, Lightning's in a good position right now. Double, double, okay. We don't really heal as much anymore.
Take this.
We should have this one in the back. Honestly.
Take this.
Okay, dual casting to speed up the entire affair here. Also need to use Undermine is not the right one. And goodbye Hope, yeah. Okay, never mind. We still might be able to pull this off.
You're open.
Maybe not. Okay, it gives me some breathing room, thankfully. Now go for the triple cure here. Okay, and heal, heal, heal. Flourish of Steel. I need to find a good opportunity here. I think after this healing, we should be in a good spot. If you can ever get the healing, that is. Nope, he absolutely stunlocked me, thank you.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. So close, I think one more Firaga and we would have had it. Maybe I should have been more offensive. But yeah, Odin's certainly not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just don't need to be so risky, I think. Okay, Doom and Firaga. You would like to create some distance between yourself and Hope, so that you don't get caught in the crossfire. Why are you going for your master now? Hey, that's not fine.
Just like that.
Why did you focus the lightning now? You're supposed to kill Hope, not lightning. If things go that way, of course, that's pretty bad. Just need to be more careful then. If we get close to Odin, or we wait a little bit until lightning's in a more favorable position here, which he never is. Okay, heal, doesn't matter. Okay, time for potion. I think potion in this scenario is better. You did get some iframes that way, not iframes, but anti-stun frames. Okay, double Ravager, let's go. Yeah, that's right, Odin. Keep attacking Hope, that's fine. That's completely alright. Crushing below, I'm seeing that. If we didn't get to the... Now... Potion. Now, potion. Wow, he has so much interruption.
Like that.
I think that's the cut value I was talking about last time. I think that's called cut value. The strength an attack has for interrupting other actions. Odin. Please comply. Last fight was pretty good.
Take this. You're open.
Yep. Be open. Okay, close one, another potion. I keep using potions now, because everything else is too risky.
Follow my lead.
Create some distance, please. Thank you.
You're open.
Now don't get too close to him, please. Lightning. What was that, Odin? Odin just teabagged me.
You're open.
I was gonna say, this is dangerously close again. Yeah, okay. Let's see the other one.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Using Sentinel would certainly not harm. Also, I think Odin gets a lot of Gestalt from lightning just healing, which might make sense, considering what Eidolons are and the point of the story. Yeah, look at this. Wow, that's actually very intense healing here. Okay, let's do it like this. Easy. We will probably not get Odin, but hopefully something else that's pretty nice. Although getting Odin would be pretty nice. For the Warmech of Chapter 11. Not Chapter 11, Chapter 12. Nice one. We get Phoenix Downs 8. Seriously, do you give me Phoenix Downs, Odin? Yeah, that was the Idolith. That was the Idolith, guys. 8 Phoenix Downs. That's lackluster. Okay, we do get a demonstration fight for Odin here. With the exception that we don't have Odin. Gestalt mode, nice. Can't even use that, sorry. Luckily we have Firaga here, otherwise this would be a huge mess. Also, I'm just seeing that Haup is able to stun those guys with... Yep, ouch. I did not realize that there were 2 Ulans here. To be honest, with this kind of party setup, where one character has significantly higher HP than another character, the entire thing with when the party leader dies, it's game over, becomes more annoying than it usually is. At least in my opinion. Normally I don't have a problem with the party leader dies, it's over. I mean, I can get behind that. Once again, game is thought out enough for that to make sense, I think. You can get another one quickly. Good. You definitely need to heal yourself right now.
Time to switch it up.
Okay, take off the Myrmidon, please.
We got this under control. I've got your back. Keep up with me, Hope. Target's
Yeah,
attack.
that was not a Firaga I was anticipating, but it's fine.
Follow my lead.
Also, you need to play something else other than fuck on those guys. How are we doing? Okay, that looks fine. Just need to look out for lightning right now. No. Yeah, okay. Should have potion. They attack very fast when they start to ram. Okay, that's not a problem though, we can just leave with Hope. Also, one thing we could do is having Sentinel Ravager for this. I think Lifeguard is something I rarely use, so we do this now. I'm gonna give it a shot like this again. Also, I think for starters, it might actually be better to do this. Maybe Haup is smart enough to use Ruingar. Can he even do that? Does he have enough ATB bars? Does Ruingar not take more than 3? I think it does. Okay, come on. Okay, medic, Ravager, not what I want, but I need to heal.
Keep up with me, Hope.
That's right, keep focusing on those guys.
Bring it on.
Stay down.
Bring it on.
Come on, you're supposed to take him, not me.
Out of my way.
Yeah, I completely... And with this, you're not dealing enough damage.
Follow my lead, Hope.
Need a potion.
Keep up with me, Hope.
No, not this. No, not this, not this.
Follow my lead, Hope.
Bring it on.
I think that worked. We can salvage this, yeah.
Keep up with me.
I need a commando to stabilize the gauge. Don't you dare attacking me right now with your stupid rams.
Time to switch it up.
Bring it on.
Stay down.
Okay, now heal again. We should be fine, I think. Too bad we don't have D-Shell on this guy anymore, but at least we have Imperil. Okay, I'm gonna stall this out now until we take care of Ulan B. Either one more Firaga or two more.
Stay down.
Actually, two more, okay. How much do we still have? Actually, another one might be... We have this guy with 0 HP here. Now that I think about this, is this guy normally not the boss of... one of the bosses of Chapter 1? That might explain why he is just stuck there. He also has a weakness to fire, interestingly.
Out of my way.
Yeah, still not dead.
Bring it on.
Stay down.
Okay, goodbye. Right? Right, okay, okay, let's fix ourselves up, and then we go on the offensive again.
Hope. We got this under control.
Also, once again, nice story thing here that Lightning has different quotes now.
Keep up with me, Hope. Out of my way.
Using fog is completely pointless, but I think we're dealing enough damage right now. Yep, one more Firaga and we should have this.
Stay down.
Bam. And suddenly 1200. Debuffs are very important in this game, by the way. And I'm a big fan of that. Okay, do we switch here to those two again? This is a small problem because we do lose some of our equipment. Not permanently, but for now. Do I see a ghoul there? That's kind of creepy. Oh. Okay. Session Burn is a good thing to have. Double Ravager is good. Dual casting. Ravager Synergist. Not Synergist Medic. Double Medic is pointless. Synergist Saboteur. I think those two do not really fight many enemies here. Also, we have Seth's theme in the background, which is something I highly associate with the PS3 for whatever reason. Like in general, everything that's more Jesse is something I associate with the PS3 for whatever reason. Might be because not Final Fantasy actually, but because Gran Turismo actually. The Gran Turismo games, Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6 for PS3 had a lot of launch and Jesse music, at least in the menus, and I did spend a lot of time in the menus, I recall. Also, what am I doing here? I'm talking about something and I'm not really doing anything here that's of value. Double dual casting, double session burn. Period. Something that allows me... actually, I want to... wait a second. Undermine. Undermine was missing. I think we can do this. Jesse music, a high staple for me of the PS3. And this theme absolutely nails that impression. There's something down here, never mind. Game Design 101. Hide something behind the player.
You need to hurry up and get out of here.
I'm already trying to be fast, but I cannot be faster. Also, we should change equipment. We got also the Aldebarans. Those things are actually good. Is it because they have additional magic, perhaps? Huh. They don't have any kind of ability from what I can tell. Let me actually do this, and then we check out if it has some synergy. But nope. No synergy here. Auto faith for this. Auto haste, yeah. Improved counter, improved evasion. I don't think we need improved evasion right now. Improved counter is also not very good though. But better stats. We take the better stats for now. Okay, let's fight some ghouls, which is very creepy in this place, but fine. This guy is not a ghoul, this guy is a succubus. Disguising as a ghoul. Oh, still no issue though. And this is practically the good party now. They are strong, have very good stats for what they're doing. Ciao. Yeah, just ciao. Okay, ghouls this time around. Yeah. Those guys should die in one hit. How much do they have? We can't even tell. Yeah, pretty much. They have 300 or so HP, which is not a lot. Yeah, you can only be frustrated about this, surely. Go here to activate all of those generator things here, right? Interesting, the good party gets the weak enemies.
Not bad.
That's also because I have faith automatically now. Also I gave Vanille auto haste instead of auto faith. Not sure if I prefer the latter, both is okay. Stagger and Vanille do the rest please. Bam, bam. Flying, we can also summon again, don't forget that. Summon is an option now. I did see a treasure sphere somewhere in the distance, but we will get past that one, surely. Right over there. Do we need to fight those small enemies there? I don't think I need to. Oh, Fang's Saboteur. A lot for Fang we're getting recently. But Fang is not really part of the game until halfway through it. Oh, we have Vinar as a heretic again. I doubt you guys will be hindrance. And because Vanille is just insanely strong. Yeah, she's really doing good damage. Also, her rod is looking pretty good. That's the Tiger Claw, right? That I equipped. Looks pretty nice. Cool color scheme. Nothing here. It would be marked on the map anyways. But sometimes you just want to double check. Okay, main area coming up for their section here. Yeah. Okay, you guys caught me.
Come to Papa.
Come to Papa. Don't worry, says they are coming to Papa. Okay, let's make this quick. Bye. Look how happy Sess is after a fight. I'm trying to think of other PS3 games that I associate with laungy, pretty chill music. But really it's only Gran Turismo. Actually also Ratchet and Clank, Kraken Time. Because of the entire space area thing you have there. It's actually pretty cool. Also had some pretty chill tunes there. Like, yeah, now that I really think about it, PS3 era was pretty chill, music-wise. I like that. Iron Bangle. Iron Bangle was insignificant? Was it, or was it not? It's actually a new auto Barfrost. Nah, could be nice. Against certain enemies. Okay, a bunch of treasures here, scattered throughout the area. We definitely need to take a round around the macro reactor here. What? It's not a macro reactor, but it certainly looks like it. Looks like the Gongaga one. Not Gongaga, Coral one. That's actually what might have inspired this entire place here. Vanille is so bad at building stagger with Commander Roll that you cannot even stagger this guy when he is 0.3% away from it. Also, those guys did some weird stuff. Did you see that? Now, come on, that's gonna be enough. 1, 2, 3. Nah, not quite. Vanille takes the cake here. Also, yeah, I think really the lower shadow resolution does some wonders here. I don't know, it looks smoother. Maybe because it looks more blurry because of the lower resolution, but I don't know, it looks more natural, I think. Green needle. That is of no significance. Might be one of those good biological components, though. Weapon upgrading is something I haven't done yet. I should probably do that, but so far I'm actually fine with the difficulty, and I don't want to make stuff more easy than it has to be. And that's gonna be enough, yeah. Why am I even taking those fights? They do barely what any CP and also are not a challenge at all. It just is within my nature to fight enemies when I see them. Okay, now I have to fight them. No excuses here. Do you not have anything else? No, you only have arrow. You have 4 bars, but you're surely not really using them to full extent. To their full potential. Not bad. Those guys also can simply do nothing, since they are occupied with trying to summon allies, which is they cannot summon. So in a sense it's the most pointless battle of pointless battles. You don't need to input anything anymore. Easy, okay. They do award good CP though, compared to what they offer as a challenge. There's something in the middle, but we cannot get to that right now, can we? Can we or can we not? No, we can't. That's gonna be open once we activate all those reactors. Or generators, I should rather say. Of course you had to spot me.
Come to Papa.
You know what? One thing that I just noticed looking at the enemies If you compare them to the enemies of the Final Fantasy VII Remake project, so the newest kind of enemies we have in the Final Fantasy franchise, so to speak, I find those enemies here look better in a sense. I think that's mostly because enemies in the 7 Remake project tend to be so hyper-detailed they lose a lot of the charm, I think. Like here, enemies still have a distinct structure to them, a distinct shape, which is lost when too much detail is added, if you ask me. Also much brighter colors here. But we already did talk about that when we were talking about the areas. Like, you can see that a lot of visual clutter is added in the Final Fantasy VII Remake project, and in general, I would say, in like modern gaming, it's just this absolute obsession with hyper-realistic graphics that takes a lot of the style out of everything, I would say. I cannot even say it looks bad, it just looks... It looks less charming, I would say. It doesn't look bad because those graphics the like newest games nowadays offer are absolutely stunning, definitely. But they really need to like reconsider how much detail is even needed to provide something stylish. Like it's a lot of substance, but not a lot of style nowadays, I would say. I mean, part of that you can also notice just by looking at the fact that a lot of games just look absolutely samey nowadays. Also, I do hear an item somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
This thing must be for powering other machines, huh?
Over here, that looks good. Yeah, this game has a lot of visual clutter, or like future games have a lot of visual clutter that this game does not have. Also, didn't I hear something here? I think I was hallucinating. I was fairly certain I did hear something here, but it cannot be the treasure sphere over there, right? Now it's also gone. Nope, I don't hear anything anymore. Speaking of visual clutter again, when I talk about the areas again, like in Final Fantasy VII Remake, like everything would be full of like some kind of minor debris that has physics and stuff, and as such it would, I don't know, diminish the overall style and clarity of the entire environment, I would say. Because you can see here a lot is just good texture work, and not a lot of additional unnecessary geometry. It's very, very simplistic in a sense, but as such very easily defined and visually appealing. If I spin this even further, if you know concept art for games, this place looks more like as if they directly translated the concept art for the game into an in-game environment. While, once again, 7 Remake and future general games seem as if they like do those translation from concept art to in-game, but then they add a lot of unnecessary stuff. Because if you take it into consideration, if you look at a piece of artwork, like a painting or so, like it rarely has like photorealistic details unless it's an actual picture, an actual photo of something. Because simply with brush and a pencil, whatever, you cannot like draw that insane amount of detail you can with a fully 3D environment. I think here the goal was more to translate what was like depicted in the actual artwork for the game, and then make that a reality inside the game. And as such, the entire style that was initially thought of in the concept art still translates over to the game itself, without any interruptions.
You should see your daddy now.
But hey, that's just an observation I had. I can definitely see a point for both styles of graphics. I mean, there's not a huge discrepancy between the graphics of this game and 7 Remake, for example. But you don't notice the additional unnecessary detail I'm mentioning. which takes away a little bit from the overall style. But because it is art, it's hard to define what looks better, because ultimately I would say it's subjective. And because beauty just is a subjective thing. What I find beautiful is something you might not find beautiful. Do we get this weird... Oh yeah, we get this weird sequence here now. What do I need to do here? I think I just need to talk to random people. Rare glimpses at cities or in Final Fantasy XIII. Having this entire area mapped and everything, and modeled and everything, it makes me wonder if at some point it was intended for this place to be visited. I'm not sure about cut content of this game. Also, like you do notice that there's less detail, like as compared to VII Remake, but it still has a lot of detail still. Like there's a couch here. You have some gambling stuff here, I think. Some arcade also. No, that's definitely a gambling machine. One-armed bandit. And this seems to be a jukebox. Like it certainly does not like details, but I don't know, it looks more visually complete, I think.
What's with the long face?
Okay, blah blah blah. Do I need to go to the pier now? Yeah, Sunny Sarah appeared. Sarah spawned, guys. You also never visit this place with other characters. It's just always just in cutscenes from here on after, right? Okay, and we're back on the airship. Nice. Cool, the question is what do we do now? We could continue with the next chapter, chapter 5. You could still try to branch out into different chapters. Chapter 4 is complete. Let me quickly check this. Inventory, key items. Yep, chapter 4 completed. Nice. Let's check Crystarium. Anything of note here in the Crystarium still? You get minor strength, minor magic, minor stats, and a counter, nah. Accessory might be nice. Otherwise bravery, yeah, we already did see that. You cannot get any more Ravager abilities, right? Nope, and fire is certainly not it. Can also not get another job level for Ravager, nope. I think we didn't get a single Crystarium expansion from... We didn't get a single Crystarium expansion from our adventures in Chapter 3. 4. Most importantly, I would like to level up Snow and Vanille, of course, for my problem child here. The Chapter 12 boss. Reprieve is nothing that aids you. There are a bunch of row levels, but stuff gets heavily expensive here. Oh yeah, you cannot get this stuff right now. Overwhelm might be nice. Commando. Yeah, no matter what we do, it does cost a lot of XP for him. XP, CP. This is fairly inexpensive, but also doesn't yield anything of value. We continue with Ravager. Jeopardize and Overwhelm. Please at least tell me that Overwhelm is something for Ravager. We can still get one row level here. And otherwise, not much else. I guess we get some more for Medic. At least some minor stat gains here. Ah, close one. 3 magic, nah. Vanille Ravager, can you do something here? Can you get to row level? That seems very possible. Still trying to make some preparations for the Warmech. And the roll levels do increase the amount of chain we build. Oh, so close. No. Too bad. Bravery would have been pointless. Yeah. First of all, let me get back all the equipment here. Not from you, but from you. With the Tiara, we can also be much more offensive now. If we wanted to. I think for this kind of fight that I'm about to fight, that is much longer and stuff, I want to get something that has an all-around benefit and not something like auto haste, which will run out eventually. I think the best thing you can get is actually the HP boost. Just so that we can keep the pressure on. Is there any synergy? Physical wall? Nah. Anything with Feymark, perhaps? Nope. Does Feymark offer anything? Nah, no. I wouldn't say so. You could also get some additional HP stacker. TP charge is pointless. I could also just check out the shop. I could also upgrade my weapons, which might be good. Improved counter, improved evasion, doesn't matter. Improved debilitation might be good. Yeah, I think that's actually very good for you right now. Okay, you get this. I guess you get the HP for now. Okay, everyone has almost even HP. Lightning, of course, is the outlier here. Save and check out shops. We don't have anything new here, but we might have some good stuff here. Auto haste again. Stagger maintenance. Ooh, might actually be worth it for this fight. Evasion is something we don't need. Haste is something we don't need. Or does it take ATB charge again? Isn't that also pretty good? I think it is. Now, up in arms. Up in arms. Gold Bengal time extension is something we don't need. Critical hindrances is not very good. Super Ribbon Silk Tiger. Is it just so expensive because I can dismantle it later and can get super good stuff from that? Maybe? Gilgamesh had good weapons. Improved counter, nah. Nirvana would be amazing. But that's something we cannot get. Because it's incredibly expensive. Let's get some potions. Can just go full potion here. I think that's fine. BW outfitters. Resilience. Is resilience the one that increases? Is it the one that increases physical defense or not? I'm not sure. I think resilience is status resistance. Although that might be called resistance, actually. I think resilience is the good one. But in all actuality, no clue. Can I enter the fight with AG Soul and stuff? I doubt it. Also, no one sells a weapon for lightning here, which is a little bit bad. Really? No one? No one. No. But we didn't check out R&D depot. Still nope. Kill TP charge, ATB advantage, nah. Did I check out Lenore's Garage? I think I did. Okay, where could I buy Vibrant Oozes? I think Vibrant Oozes is the good stuff I want, right? I do this. Let's see if I can still, if I still can upgrade weapons. If I still know how it's done. Okay, upgrade. Auto Barfrost or Lifesaver, which has Auto by Fire. I think Auto Barfrost for now is better because Lionheart has better stat gains. Where's the Vibrant Ooze? I should be able to tell because I have 99 of them. Okay, I want to use 36, right? Okay, that's times 3, so that should be alright. Then I want to use some upgrading components. Analog circuit is not for upgrading, I think. Particle accelerator. Do we want to use those? How do I get them anyways? That's a good question. Let's dump the ultra compact reactor in it. No, I keep that one. The coil will not take me far. Lionheart is a late game weapon, so it needs a lot of XP to level up. We dumped 2 particle accelerators. That's actually a very good boost in magic particularly. But you don't have magic. You have Firaga. Okay, right now I would like to get to the next level. I want to use... That should be fine. Now, one more. Butterfly Valve is certainly nothing organic. 16. 16 is actually perfect. Nice, okay. Anything else I want to upgrade here? Improved debilitation is something that cannot be upgraded. What happens if I upgrade this? Do we have anything that makes this fairly easy, or do I need to use something very expensive? I think this is fine. Yeah, this and something minor. Particle accelerator. No, Fear of Remorse. And Moonblossom Seed, I think that's good for generally increasing the level. Okay, that's a huge boost. Plus 2,608 HP. Wow, okay. Okay, I think we're settled for the early game. Do we have any kind of... No, we cannot evolve this. Oh, that's already a pretty awesome boost. Very good item we got there. Zephyr Ring is something I could improve. Let's try Dragonfly Orb. Maybe I can evolve it. I don't have enough Vibrant Oozes anymore. But times 2 should also be alright. That's too much. That's too less. The Valve, nah. Obvious Coil, also too expensive. This is fine. I think it's the same as the Capacitate. No, Butterfly Valve. Nah. Close, but not quite. Okay, 10. Something minor. Strange Fluid? Yeah, Strange Fluid, okay. Okay, still Auto Haste. I can upgrade this multiple times, but the Auto Haste effect does not get better. Okay, that was something I was fearing. Survivalist Catalog is something I could increase. I need stuff. B&W, Vibrant Ooze, the classic. Survivalist Catalog is something you can upgrade after 1 level. And if I upgraded it, it might become something very good suddenly. That's why I'm doing this right now. Okay, where do we have Vibrant Ooze? And Analog Circuit is for selling, right? This is fine. And Carapace, yeah, okay. Not quite, I was thinking I did get the level up Torn Leather. One more. Do we have something of less value? I don't think so. Torn leather. Okay, paper tiger still, but Uraninite. What happens if you upgrade this? It becomes silk tiger. Wow, that's actually how it is. That's pretty bad. What happens when I upgrade it again? It must be part of some kind of chain, but I'm not sure which kind of chain it's part of. Do we have something really quick here? This should be okay. Silk tiger, can we upgrade this again? Nope, we can't. What happens if I dismantle it? Might be worth it, who knows? Do we want to dismantle this just because you're curious? Let's just dismantle it. Incentive succulent fruit. That was absolutely not worth it. Okay, that was trash. I just wasted some components, but okay. Let's save. Okay, what do we say about Lightning's stats right now? Status, she actually has amazing stats right now. Yeah, really amazing stats. Best stats suddenly. Equipment, not you, you. This stays, blah blah blah. We do want stagger maintenance. Yeah. Oh, defaith duration, Attack ATB charge is nice, I think, so we do that now. Although I think we might want to get this... We do it like this. To get stagger maintenance, yeah. Okay, should be better, I think. Yeah. I know we're close to the end of the episode, but I want to give the mech another try right now. Because I like to do that. Maybe just get a slight first impression and then I might be able to think of something next time.
But once we take off, there's no turning back.
I know this voice. This voice also appears in a different Final Fantasy game, I think. Now, resume, skip, people of Cocoon.
People.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, we do give up. Just so that we can get access to the pre-battle menu. A lot of loading, but nothing too bad. Certainly better than on PS3. PS3 loading times were a lot, especially when you start with the game with the summary. Okay, this is important. Do we have a double commando here? We have now, so that's gonna be good. Triple Ravager. I think because you're the better... Diversity, yeah. Ravager, Saboteur is fine. What else would be nice to have? I think we go for double Tri-Disaster. I think otherwise we don't really need anything. We can go for double commando here again. Okay, double aggression, double Tri-Disaster. Diversity here, Tri-Disaster here. We start with Smart Bomb, not. We start with... Actually, we need a Relentless Assault. Okay, this should be fine though. Relentless Assault we start with. This is the party, let's go. Let's see how we fare today.
Charge!
Once again, we keep doing the same stuff here at first.
Shake the ground.
Omnigate will just happen. I did actually look that up. Omnigate does happen after 40 seconds have passed after you're off Odin. So that's something that always happens. Okay, and one more. And Zantetsugen.
Is here.
And then we take a look at how the chain building works.
Until next time.
Okay, and from here on out it's just building chains.
Take this.
I think using Naya Faraga is a better idea, I think. I think I also did figure out that this guy deals percentage-based damage. Why do you suddenly use Faraga?
Stay down.
That's okay. Now, I think doing multiple frost strikes is actually better.
Change of plan.
Let's go for the triple Ravager. Shame building is fast, I noticed, but also still fairly slow. Anti-meta bomb should also do percentage damage, if I am not mistaken, yeah. So does the other attack he has, that targets everyone. Otherwise, the other attack just goes against lightning, so we would actually be able to maintain this. What happens if I use Faraga again?
Take this.
Yeah, Faraga is not as good.
Time for
This.
another approach. Out of my way.
Also gives us a little bit gauge stabilization again. Okay, come on, Snow. Kill the other ones. Please be fast about it. Yeah, he wants to prioritize lightning. Makes sense, but currently isn't the best thing we can pull. We get any other info here? Not really. He's just immune against everything, that's the problem. This interruption is also annoying. But we're certainly getting more in range for beating him reasonably. Once again, I want to see how much damage we deal. Also, it just occurred to me, anti-meta and gravity beam here. And that makes total sense, that it deals percentage damage. This game might not have the most references to Final Fantasy as a whole, but when it has, it's actually reasonable. It actually makes sense.
Thank you.
I should probably have had a triple medic paradigm, so that I could just throw a high potion, not actually high potion doesn't exist here. So that I could just throw a potion and get a big heal out of that. Anti-meta bomb, huh?
Change of plan.
Try the zest again. I should alternate more, because I'm not alternating. More ATB bars and everything would be fine, but no, we don't have this. This looks more scary than it is. Such an annoying battle. You cannot really die, but the enemy is just tough as nails.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Okay, we almost have the 200. Almost have the 200, guys. Occasionally throw a potion to keep yourself topped off. Well, not quite topped off, but just so that you can survive.
Change of plan.
This is certainly working much better. If I get additional roll levels, this might be much more reasonable. My question at this point really is how much damage do I deal during one stagger phase? Is it enough to warrant me staying here, or do I want to still wait before I do that?
Keep the enemy off balance.
It's a little bit weird that Snow is the best healer at this moment. But that's the randomizer for you. Oh, come on, Lightning, don't whiff. I think one more and then we have a full charge again. I think this was a particularly good switch right now. As long as you don't steal away some attacks from my ATB bar, I'm fine. Renew and another summon for this fight might be nice, but we don't have all of that. It's in there somewhere in the game, but we don't have it right now. The double potion just to be sure. Sunny Firaga again. Okay, we almost have the stagger. I'm not sure how much time this took. Maybe 5 minutes. Why do you have so much stagger resistance? 90, wow. If you fight this guy with normal stats at this point of the game, is he also such a nuisance if you do it like this? Without Odin killing him instantly? You must have a low level, right? Isn't level an indicator for how well Zantetsuken works? I think it is. Or is it? I know the stagger is important, so is Odin's strength. Not Lightning's, Odin's strength.
Time for another
Not Smart Bomb.
approach.
Not Trade Disaster, Diversity.
Thank you. Take this. Thanks.
We're almost there. I want to stabilize the gauge a little bit. I think I let Lightning do a couple more attacks and then I wait for
Thanks.
the Neil to stabilize the gauge a little bit before we then transition to the stagger. Want to get the most optimal stagger I can. Okay, now I need to take a break. This is fine, doesn't matter. Don't even need to waste a potion here. Ideally he would use his other percentage-based attack right now. Yeah, correct. Nice. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're there. Okay,
Change of plan.
change of plans. Okay, let's debuff, build stagger as crazy as we can.
Stay down.
You keep using Firaga, you don't have...
Out of my way.
Do you even use anything else other than... You don't even use anything else other than the Protect, right? Trade Disaster. Is this just me or is our damage output worse than last time? Actually
Time
do
for
this.
another approach. Take this.
Okay,
Change of
aggression.
plan. Out of my way!
Yeah, you guys keep using magical attacks.
Take this.
If only I had the shell. Yeah, now the entire thing repeats. I think we're down from, I don't know, 8 staggers to beat him, down to 4 staggers perhaps? So this is something I might be in for. Stagger also does not build any faster right now, now that we... Like, stagger resistance is still 19, nope. Maybe we dedicate next episode to beating this guy then. Or maybe we're just doing it now because I feel like it.
Time for another approach.
Guys, what do you say? I'm already in this far. Do we want to see it through to the end? This will be a long episode, but at least I fill it with something pretty mundane. You know what would be funny if this guy could cast Doom after 20 minutes? And then we have a problem. I would also be interested to see what I do once I'm out of this fight. If there even is anything I can do. We do this. Oh, come on. What is this? Lightning, please. Would it be better if I alternated between Frost Strike and Spark Strike if I had it? I know that chaining is more elaborated than it appears. Because I think for perfect chain building you want to alternate between magical and physical attacks. So you would like to use Frost Strike, Blizzard, Frost Strike, Blizzard. Like that. But I'm not sure if the same thing happens, if the same like beneficial chaining effect applies when you chain like Frost Strike, Spark Strike and so on and so forth. That's actually something I'm not aware of, but I can do this again. If I'm being more risky, I'm building Shane much faster, obviously. I really don't have to be like super careful here. 2, 3, 2 of which missed. Thank you. Yeah, just keep using Frost Strike, Frost Strike, Frost Strike. Very funny, guys. Very funny. And we might need to do this 2 additional times after this. But right now I'm committed. I committed to this. Absolute sunk cost fallacy probably, but who knows, guys, who knows. That would be the fun in the randomizer if I weren't doing stupid stuff. I think I can get in one more.
Time for another approach.
Lightning, for whatever reason, just took 1 damage from what I've seen. We're approaching the 200, guys. What do you think, guys? Will we get 5 stars from this fight or not?
Keep the enemy off.
I would say no. But that's just a hunch. La la la, anti-meta bomb. If you want to kill me, don't use stuff that's percentage based. But I think a lot of enemies in this game actually use percentage based attacks. I think that's the aforementioned scaling I was mentioning enemies had. Because there's certainly no scaling in this game, but it still feels like it. I think that's mostly because enemies have percentage-based attacks.
Time for another approach. Thanks.
Potion to speed matters up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Change of. Yeah, lightning, you say it. What happens if multiple characters have stagger maintenance? I think it does not stack actually. I think it only applies once per battle, so to speak. Of course it triggers for every subsequent stagger. But I think its effect cannot be increased if multiple characters have it. The same goes for a lot of stuff in this game. Come on, what is this? Sometimes I wish I could freely move in this game. That's something they actually do in Lightning Returns. But let's be honest, using the control stick for that would have been a perfect fit in this game. Especially since a surprising amount of stuff in this game actually depends on positioning. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that.
Change of plan.
Like sometimes it's beneficial to stand behind the enemy, sometimes it's nice to stay close to your allies, sometimes it's not. More often so in fact. So having the option to freely position yourself would actually be nice. I think there's actually a mod for this. It allows you to freely move during battles. Like some combat tweak mod. Speaking of mods in Final Fantasy XIII, Final Fantasy XIII does not have the most amount of mods. Which is sad because I like this game. I wish it had more mods. I'm not utilizing my second try disaster paradigm as well as I could, right? Okay, we're almost there again. Let's use aggression to stabilize. Try disaster. We still got 5% to go, so... Okay, prepare for the stagger. Now's the time. You barely build up 1% per attack string.
Thanks.
Okay, wait for the potion, wait for the potion. Okay, and let's go. This time we forgo the... You know what? We forgo the debuffs, because the protect is not helping me really.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Okay, I think this should be more effective now. We do it like this. If you guys can get in more
Stay
hits.
down. Change of plan.
I think that was stronger. But yeah, guys, here we go again. Oh boy.
Stay down.
Nah, gravity, gravity, I'm already saying. Pyraga does not really build up much more.
Time for another
Here,
approach.
back to Frost Strike. 2 more times, guys, and then we have him. Certainly better than doing this 8 more times.
Change of plan.
Sometimes patience is what you need, guys. I guess it's just reasonable to do this in a longer episode then. If you're still with me, then kudos to you, because this is a pretty drawn-out fight. If you're still watching, I appreciate that. I could do something like, if you are still watching, comment hubba dubba dubba blah, but I'm not gonna do that. I leave it up to you how to write this. Do we need to be cautious? I don't think so. We can do this.
Time for another approach.
Okay. And this session I primarily resort to using potions, it seems.
Change of plan.
It would really be nice if I had haste for this fight to speed matters up. Can we do this already? Yeah, we can. You're gonna use Gravity Beam now because I think that's how your AI script works. Right? Yep.
Time for another
So now it's time for diversity. Doing this occasionally is fine because that also stabilizes the gauge with Vanilla's commando. I might also be able to count how many times he uses his tail laser. His ternary plasma. I think that's the 3rd time. Because based on that I might be able to make an assessment of how many times he uses that before he uses his percentage-based attacks again. Does he use it 3 times? And then it's time to use his special attacks? Is that how things go here? Is that how you roll? Better safe than sorry. Two, 3, diversity. But that was 1.
balance.
Could have thrown a potion, but I didn't. This is number 2. It's roughly 200 damage or so. It's number 3. So if I'm not mistaken, you do your stuff again. Right? Seems like it's it. He's pausing. Okay, yes, really. Okay, I figured this guy out. Now it's just a matter of time. Don't need to heal right now, I can be more offensive. Really wondering what the estimate for this fight is. The time estimate. Okay, one heal, then we can keep attacking. First, plasma.
Change of plan.
Healing the other characters is completely pointless because the guy is never attacking other characters other than lightning. That's the second one, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes the third one. And the other stuff is something we can tank. Got you all figured out now. Anavatapta Warmech.
Time for another approach. Keep the enemy off balance.
Okay, now we should have another charge, yes. Nah, we should do it now. Really hanging on the edge here.
Time for another approach.
Luckily, Snow always prioritizes the party leader when he's a medic,
Off balance.
because the party leader is the only one that counts. It's also a nice showcase of game mechanics, I think. Change. Couple more barrages and then we're in the stagger phase again. Another Ravager Commando paradigm would have been neat. But I couldn't anticipate that beforehand. I want to delay it a little bit right now. Can I? Let's switch to diversity right now. Boom, 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 boom. We should be fine. Let's keep the pressure on. You weird shark-looking mech, whatever you are. Why am I keep using frost strikes?
Keep the enemy off
I want to
balance.
use Ferraga, if anything.
Out of my way.
Because Ferraga at least deals some additional damage. I think 800 is more than last time. If only we could beat him this phase, but that's not gonna happen. Nope, and there we go, Omni Negator, because we need... Oh, guys, oh guys, oh guys, oh guys. Here we go again, one more stagger and we have him. Really interested to see how much time we spent here. But now that we have figured out his pattern, we should be able to be more aggressive. Lightning needs 500 TP HP to survive. Roughly.
Change of plan.
Don't use Aurora, I think Aurora's bad. Does not chain as well as 3 Aqua Strikes. I better get an awesome reward for this. Dum 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 dum. Music, guys. Actually, this amount of health should be enough. Let's Relentless Assault, nah. I think that was already his third plasma attack. No, not. Which means you're really hanging on the edge right now. Don't develop a new AI script, Sunday, please. That would be bad.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Should have waited for the others to get more attacks in, I think.
Time for another approach.
Got 1/3 already again. Keeping the pressure on, of course. Since there's not much else to do. And diversity. We should be fine for this cycle. Lightning got 801 HP, is more than enough. That was a very seamless paradigm shift, actually. Because Snow was able to keep attacking right after the paradigm shift. So in other words, that was pretty good.
Change of plan.
Wasted some hits on Vanille, I think. Once again approaching the 200 mark. This shield has a nice effect, by the way. I like the visual effect it has.
Thanks. Time for another.
Okay, we're fine, guys. Now rushes in with Aqua Strike immediately. Perfect. That's what I like to see. I could have changed, but okay, we get another barrage in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 200, not. 199.8. Now we have 200. Okay, we almost have him.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Yeah, cancel my action, that's not nice. Those action cancel things are the most annoying, by the way, if you ask me. I wonder, would this be much better if I were slightly stronger? I don't think so. I mean, I would be able to finish him in one stagger, perhaps.
Thanks. Time for another approach.
But nah. Let's not fantasize about what could be. Let's think about the meta at hand, and that meta looks pretty promising. Bam, bam, bam. And not another bam because you only have 3 bars.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Anti-meta bomb is actually good timing, does not interrupt my moves. Guys, we're almost there. 240, approaching 240. Okay, one more diversity just to be sure. Don't want to lose it right now because of stupidity.
Time for another approach.
But we should be fine now. Just need to build up the remaining stagger. Then unleash some hard-hitting attacks, and we've got this.
Change of plan.
We could go Commando Ravager now, but yeah, okay, there we go. And once again I prove that he appeared again. Once again I prove that 26,000 crystal gem points, by the way. Yeah, once again I prove that patience is my sharpest edge. Nice. Tesla Turbine, Warrior's Wristband. 9 Tears of Remorse. Cool, was not really worth it, I say. Was it? Where are we now? That's a good question. Okay, we're here. And we reach a safe point. Can we return to the Lindblum right now? We can return to the Lindblum, that's perfect. So we did actually get something. We did get CP for the time to come. We can mix everything right now. Question is, was that worth it? Kinda, I'd say. We can get everything we want now. Next time we will check out what else we can get here, perhaps. There are some other tough enemies here that might attack us. Although, are they really that tough? They might actually be tougher than what we faced before, since historically the bosses are weaker, at least in this randomizer, and the Warmech we just fought was particularly weak. If we didn't get any shop upgrades or anything, that's a little bit of cluster. Let's check out the Warrior Wristband before I end it. Maybe that's amazing. It is... we already had one? No. It is Critical Haste. My excitement is limited for that one. But yeah, in any case, we continue here next time, see if we can get something else here. The big goal still would be to make it to Pulse, Archive Step, and everything surrounding it. Because that might be a big jackpot if we can dip into that area. We will see how we manage to do that, if we manage to do that. Otherwise we continue with Chapter 5, is it? Yeah, Chapter 5. That's the one with Hope and Lightning in the Forest. Might be interesting because Hope and Lightning are not the best characters. But we will see how all of that untangles and happens and unfolds. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy XIII Randomizer. Until then, take care and goodbye.